and gentlemen, good evening. Our program is going to commence now. Ngicela kucela Babenzi Manze to come to the fore to open the ceremony for us in a word of prayer. Thank you. We can encourage him with a round of applause.
Eyangibuta MC ukuthi ngifuna kushumayela kucala yini ngithi ngifuna kushumayela imbela. Greetings, all protocol observed, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, Honorable Minister, and all protocol observed. Bangicela ukuthi ngithandaze, ngicela kufunza nalivi in the book of Genesis 2. I'll just read from verse number 8. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put man whom he had formed. Now, God created the heavens and the earth, and the first thing layenda that he did for man, he gave him one job that was to take, has entrusted each one of us with the task, of nurturing this nature, of taking care that which he has created. So each and every one of us, Christian, non-Christian, there is one question when we come before the Almighty God that we have to answer. How did you take care of nature? Did you preserve it? Did you take care of it? Did you water it the way that God wanted you to do so? So tonight we are gathered about that theme. Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we give you praise. We worship you because you are the King of glory. You are the Ancient of Days. Thank you, Lord God Almighty, for taking us down memory lane. That, Father, you have given us one primary assignment as we're on this earth, that there is nature and we have to nurture it, and that is our job, that whatsoever we do in whichsoever way, we must remember that there is nature. Today we talk of problems of climate change because man has left his place, man has left his assignment. We have come tonight to remind ourselves that we have an assignment and that we must stick to it. We pray, Lord God Almighty, that in each and every one of us there will be stirred the love for nature because of the gathering of tonight. Thank you for everyone that is here. We release your grace, we release your love. We declare that all shall go well tonight. We will see your greatness, my Father, my Lord, and my God, and everything that will happen up here. There shall be no disturbance of any form, dear Father. In the mighty precious name of your Son and our Lord Jesus Christ, we declare that all is well. Amen.
Amen. I can see that it's been a while since some of us have last been to church. Can we clap for the man of God? Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Temvelo, and I have the profound pleasure of playing hostess tonight. On my left is my co-MC. Her name is Lihle Dlamini, who's going to be translating in the country's third official language. Your Excellency, I hope that you are well rested. Welcome home. I did see that you returned last night because we have a very long night ahead. Never mind the programs that you have been given. Tonight's program is going to run until just after 1 o'clock in the morning because it's a Friday. So I hope everyone came prepared. A giggle, that's good. You're following, you're paying attention. I am kidding, truly. Thank you for making it to Temvelo Awards 2025. Give yourselves a warm round of applause. I have been spoken to strongly to behave tonight, and I will do just that. But to kick off the night, because this is a celebration, we're going to have one of Eswatini's finest artists, Vele Mseni, to kick off the night with a performance. Let's welcome her on stage.
Let me write it down so I don't forget just what you said to me. Yeah, yeah. Let go of doubt and drown the fears as you cross the river to the other side. Let me write it down so I don't forget just what you said to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let go of doubt and drown the fears as you cross the river to the other side. Oh, Tatumegele, nale, nale, nale. Tatumegele, nale, 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 na. Mina ngifuna kuhamba, funa kuhamba. Tatumegele, nale, nale, nale. Yeah, yeah. Can't sleep at night. Tatumegele, liso, liwele mfule kwele, yeah, yeah. Tatumegele, emaphupho ami ayangihlupa, yeah. Tatumegele, nale, nale, nale. Tatumegele, nale, 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 na. Mina ngifuna kuhamba, funa kuhamba. Tatumegele, nale, nale, nale. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo. Yo. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was born 3 hours before noon, and I already was gazing for you. Tell me, did you hear my first cry? Tell me, did you hear my first cry? I was crying for you. I was crying for you. paths did you walk when you came and found me? What chains did you board when you came to me? When you came to me, I think the Lord sent you to guide me. Yeah, yeah. Don't you think the Lord would guide you to me? He would guide you to me. He would guide you to me. He would guide you down.
Thank you, Velemseni. Can we please give her another round of applause? She was just expressing her disappointment as she got off stage that I didn't join her as earlier agreed. However, my voice is not what it should be, but I promise that by the end of the night, I will have given you an electrifying performance also. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to lay down the protocol for this evening so that it's not Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Russell Mmiso Dlamini, Umvane Tanzile, who is the Regional Administrator for the Hoho region, who is represented here tonight by Umlangeni, the Minister for Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Umhlonishwa Sembabane, Jane Mkonta Smelani, who I almost didn't recognize. She looks ravishing tonight. Senate President, who I've been informed is on her way, Your Excellencies, the ambassadors, the Taiwanese ambassador, His Excellency Jeremy Liang, the representative of the Indian Embassy, also the representative of EU, the United Nations Development Programme UNDP, portfolio committee members for the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, chairperson and the board members of the Eswatini Environmental Authority, the Environmental Authority Fund Board of Trustees and National Biosafety Advisory Committee, valued sponsors and partners including UNDP, EU, First National Bank, Ubombo Sugar, I will be mentioning the rest during the course of the night, development partners, senior government officials, captains of industry, my fellow colleagues from the Fourth Estate, distinguished award nominees and winners, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Sanbonan. I'm ready to occupy a government position. Can you just tell how I just laid down the protocol? It almost seems as though I will say, I have been tasked by His Majesty. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name, as I have already said, Tembang Dlamini. To my left is my co-MC, Ngulihle Dlamini. We are here tonight for the Temvelo Awards 2025, where we are celebrating the commitment of men, women, boys, girls, parastatals, individuals, municipalities who have demonstrated their commitment to environmental sustainability. At this point in time, I would like to invite the representative of Umvane Ngosi, Princess Tanzile, who is the RS Umlangeni, to come and welcome us. Kulesifunza sakahoga. May we please welcome them with a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Program Director. Climate change, it's kicking in nalagiti. Setayele ukuthi immediately after a prayer, then we say by mugelek. But ngiyamxolela wekunene so usebentile ushito nokuthi bekasasha insimbi. Siyabonga. Program Director, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, the EU Ambassador and the Taiwanese Ambassador, Honorable Minister, Lesnaila, Tourism, Portfolio Committee members, Chairperson and members of the Board, Environment, Eswatini Environment Trust Board of Trustees and the National Biosafety Advisory Committee, development partners, senior government officials, the private sector, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, Sian Vusela, Lumtla and Samba. I'm standing in for Her Royal Highness Princess Tanzile, who could not make it today because of other commitments. But I will do lemsebenzi lang thume wona. It is my pleasure on behalf of the Hoho Regional Administrator, Your Excellency, to welcome you and your entourage to the auspicious occasion of this year's Temvelo Award. As a region, we are honored and can you please remove your Ndobegalen? Ungisebenzisa kabi. Ungisebenzisa kabi, Your Excellency. Sengize ngilahlekile. As a region, we are honored and privileged to be the host to such an important event under the theme Our Land, Our Legacy, acting on climate change, nature and pollution for sustainable Eswatini. Thank you for setting aside your precious time to be with us. Your presence shows how much we all value the purpose that has brought us together and the great meaning it carries. His Excellency, Temvelo Awards is not just a celebration of environmental excellence, but is also a platform that brings together leaders who influence community development, inspire collective action, and guide the implementation of national priorities at regional level. Your Excellency, will acknowledge the hard work of men, women, the youth, institutions, and companies who are doing outstanding work to care for our environment. This event is about recognizing, encouraging them, and also challenging all of us to do more in our own spaces. Once again, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with those few remarks, I would like to warmly welcome you all to the Hoho region. Thank you for coming and invite you to relax and trust that you will enjoy the evening. On behalf of Hoho, I wish you a pleasant evening, smooth program, and a memorable Temvelo ceremony. Siyabonga. Thank you.
Nkosi, ngiyaxolisa Dlamini akunene ukusebenzisa kabi. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, tonight's overarching theme seeks to address the triple crisis of climate change, pollution, and biodiversity loss. I do remember, Your Excellency, a conversation I had recently with my mother, and I was saying to her, Gutsi, there's a flower that I really used to like when I was younger, but I don't see it anymore. And her response was, sis, dinvo diyashintsha. And then the conversation continued onto another subject. The difference between that conversation that I had with my mother and the people that were here to celebrate tonight is to honor tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, please allow me to invite the Eswatini Environmental Authority Board Chair, Babe Mlungisi Simelane, to address the room. We can give him a round of applause.
This song, it's still playing in my mind. Bang me lewe, bang me lewe, ah ah. It's a very nice song. Your Excellency, the Ambassador from the Republic of China on Taiwan, High Commissioner of India or representative, the European Union Ambassador, His Excellency, or the representative, the Regional Administrator, Her Royal Highness, UN Resident Coordinator or Representative, the UNDP Resident Representative, Mr. Hendrik Franklin, the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Ms. Kangezi Mabuza, the Principal Secretary from the Ministry of Tinkundla, Ms. Nohlasla Dlamini, something is wrong here, I'm sorry. I've missed a protocol. The Minister of, the Honorable Minister of, the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Magecheni Mkhonta, EEA Board Management, mayors of local authorities, CEOs and captains of industry, management and staff of EEA, esteemed distinguished participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On behalf of the Eswatini Environment Authority, it is an honor to welcome you to the 2025 Temvelo Awards. This year's theme is Our Land, Our Legacy, acting on climate, nature and pollution for sustainable Eswatini. Tonight, we not only celebrate excellence, we celebrate hope. Hope for a cleaner, safer and more sustainable Eswatini. Temvelo Awards has always reminded us that environmental leadership is demanded from all of us. The government may carry the responsibility to give us direction, vision, and resources. However, it is incumbent upon every citizen to act and protect the environment. Tonight, we celebrate those who have chosen to act. Concepts. Climate change, biodiversity loss, and land degradation and pollution are no longer abstract. Our rainfall is affected, our soils, our food system, our rivers, ultimately our health and livelihoods are all affected. The country is progressing well in understanding all these concepts and acting on them. More action is encouraged. Results are only possible through collaboration. The government is an anchor of the environment story at Eswatini, putting it on top of her agenda. Our national parliament is seized with this matter. The executive is seized with this agenda. However, government alone cannot win the fight against the triple plenary crisis. Young people lead and benefit from environmental action. To all our nominees and winners, you give life to the vision of a greener Eswatini. We celebrate your achievements, but we also encourage you to keep pushing boundaries, mentoring others for our nation. Your Excellency, let me end by saying Temvelo is more than an awards ceremony. It is a call for action. In each of us, if each of us commits to reduce waste, protect biodiversity, conserve resources, and green innovation, then together we can secure a thriving, sustainable Eswatini for generations to come. This year's theme, Our Land, Our Legacy, acting on climate, nature and pollution for a sustainable Eswatini, could not be more timely. This is why the EEA continues to call for a plastic-free Eswatini. Plastic pollution is choking our environment and harming our future. We need every household, every business, and every institution to be part of the solution. May God bless the Kingdom of Eswatini. Thank you.
Thank you, Mnguni. One of the nice things, Your Excellencies, about being an MC is that people are obligated when they come to the front to say, Madam MC, before addressing the Prime Minister. Oh, what a privilege. I like what Mnguni has said about this being a call to action tonight. Judging by the look on some of your faces, some of you during the day were in there, in the lines for Black Friday. And it makes me wonder if when we left our houses, some of you ran away from the offices, we know this, it is true. If we had the consciousness as we were going to purchase those things, if there is an initiative that I am immensely proud of in this country, is the Phatha Sakho initiative. Moving swiftly along, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the EU Ambassador to Eswatini, who is represented by the Head of Corporate, Ms. Maria Evengard. Let's give a warm round of applause.
Program Director, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Your Excellency, Ambassador of Taiwan, High Commissioner of India, representative, the Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, the Regional Administrator for the whole region, representatives of the United Nations family, UNDP representatives, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Principal Secretaries and senior government officials, Board of Directors, management, staff of Eswatini Environmental Authority, nominees for the different awards, private sector representatives, members of the media, security, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, Sanibonani. It's not every day that we convene in such a beautiful atmosphere to celebrate and award excellence in an area that has become a significant global challenge and concern over the last 30 years or so. I'm very delighted to join all of you today, standing here to represent the European Union in the Temvelo Award 2025, as we celebrate and recognize efforts made by all of you in the space of environmental conservation and sustainability. As we all convene to celebrate, we should all be cognizant of the fact that awards are not to be looked at as vanity, but should be regarded as an inspiration for all of us to achieve excellence, to set standards, and to document the good that prevails among us, which on an ordinary day we may easily overlook. It is therefore a gesture worth recognizing from the Eswatini Environmental Authority that they have conceptualized the idea to host such an event as the Temvelo Awards. The European Union appreciates having been considered as a partner in the efforts of Eswatini to continue with the noble drive towards climate and environmental conservation and sustainability. Our involvement in environment and climate matters is premised on our commitment to, firstly, stay the course on our climate and environmental goals. Secondly, to step up our efforts on climate resilience and adaptation and nature-based solutions. And thirdly, to supporting people, strengthening industry in the clean transition. And also, fourthly, achieving a truly circular economy. I'm therefore pleased to note that in the fight for the environment, Emma Swati have taken it upon themselves to also play a part in their different areas of trade and skills. This underscores the need for continued collaboration on environmental protection and addressing socioeconomic challenges. This year's awards, as has been the case in the previous editions, should inspire all of us to do more for ourselves and for future generations. The climate and environmental champions that will be awarded tonight, they have all done great work in the past and also in the present. For that, they will be celebrated today. This means they now have the task to raise the bar and do even greater in their future operations. I therefore congratulate in advance all the winners tonight. I also applaud all nominees for having been considered for the great work they are doing. In all we do, we should remain committed to the course and remember that we share the same goal on climate and environmental protection, whilst we also achieve our development goals. So I thank you all and wish you all a great night of celebration. Siyabonga kakulo.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. Moving swiftly along to the 1 o'clock that I alluded to earlier, because we have a really long program, I'd like to invite to the stage the representative for the UN Resident Coordinator, Mr. George Wachira, who's going to be represented by EU's Mr. Henrik Franklin. Your Excellency. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Program Director. And yeah, Your Excellency, the Right Honourable Prime Minister, the Hoho Regional Administrator, the Honourable Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, the Ambassador of Taiwan, the Ambassador of the EU here represented, the High Commissioner for India here represented, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Senate President, EEA Board Chairperson, FNB CEO, senior government officials, EEA Executive Director and all staff, private sector representatives, development partners, UN colleagues, distinguished nominees, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Sani Bonani. Just to clarify that I'm speaking on behalf of the UN Resident Coordinator, but also I will be mentioning some things that we do as UNDP Eswatini. So it's a great honor to join you this evening for the 225 Temvelo Awards, which is a truly special occasion that celebrates the individuals and entities who stand on the front line of Eswatini's environmental protection. And this is the second time I have the privilege of joining this beautiful event, and it's really a highlight, especially for me. I have a background in environmental management, so this is very close to my heart. And Temvelo, our nature, is not just the landscape we see, it is the air we breathe, the rivers that sustain us, and the forests that anchor our way of life. And as we've heard, we're currently going through the triple planetary crisis with climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. So tonight we honor those who dedicate their lives to preserving the natural heritage, from rural communities across the country, restoring degraded lands and rivers, to youth-led enterprises that are reimagining waste as the source of value, to companies embracing renewable energy and circular economy practices. These individuals and institutions are proving that environmental protection and economic growth can and must go hand in hand. Their work embodies the values at the heart of the Temvelo Awards, which is innovation, stewardship, and community spirit. It is through their passion that Eswatini's environmental movement continues to thrive and inspire all of us. Your Excellency, for UNDP, environmental sustainability is not a new agenda. It is a journey we have walked side by side with the government and the people of Eswatini for decades, as UNDP celebrates 60 years of impactful work in changing lives across the globe this year. Through our long-standing partnership with the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs and the Eswatini Environment Authority, we have supported a wide range of national initiatives that define the country's current environmental architecture. To name a few, the development of the State of Environment Report, which track progress and provide the evidence base for environmental policy and planning, continued strong investment in phasing out ozone-depleting substances in our refrigeration and air conditioning sectors, the formulation of the national waste management initiatives such as Patsa Sako, which was mentioned, driving cleaner cities, recycling and responsible consumption, the strengthening of biodiversity conservation, including protected area management and community-based conservation, in places like Lumeni, Shewula, Nlabula, and Dombeya, where livelihoods and nature coexist in harmony. The update of Eswatini's nationally determined contributions, so-called NDCs, under the Paris Agreement, aligning national development with global climate goals, and now the ongoing work of the long-term low-emissions development strategy, which will shape the country's transition to a low-carbon, climate-resilient future. UNDP has also partnered with the Central Bank of Eswatini to encourage financial institutions under the Green Finance Taxonomy initiative to fund sustainable projects to stimulate green growth. Beyond policy, we are proud to have supported practical action from biodiversity conservation, wetland protection, land rehabilitation, pollution control, renewable energy adoption, to strengthening environmental data systems and investing in the capacity of institutions that safeguards Eswatini's natural capital. This integrated engagement from upstream policy to community-level delivery defines UNDP's contribution to Eswatini's environmental sector. A partnership rooted in trust results in a shared vision for sustainability. And I really want to recognize also a big gratitude to our funders for all this work, among others the Global Environment Facility, the NDC Partnership, the governments of Italy, UK, European Union, private sector like Conco. This is much appreciated. So, Your Excellency, what makes Eswatini's environmental story truly powerful is the leadership and collaboration driving it, the Kingdom's consistent voice in global climate forums, from the submission of the NDC 3.0, Eswatini being one of the first 10 countries in Africa to do so, to its advocacy for climate justice and equitable finance, reflects a country making a big impact on the global stage. Equally, the Temvelo Awards themselves are a testament of national partnership between government, civil society, the private sector, academia, and communities. Tonight's honorees demonstrate that progress does not only come from policy decisions, but from people who choose to act, to plant trees, to clean rivers, to innovate, and to inspire others. At UNDP, we believe that the journey to a green and inclusive economy depends on harnessing these local champions, empowering women and youth as environmental leaders, mobilizing private investment for sustainable businesses and job creation, and ensuring that climate action translates into tangible opportunities for every community and citizen in this beautiful country. Your Excellency, as we look forward, the United Nations family remains steadfast in its support for Eswatini's environmental transformation through the UN Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework for 2026-2030, which you launched, Your Excellency, on November 19th, last week. And the new UNDP country program, we will continue to work with the government and partners to, among others, advance green jobs and enterprise development, support renewable energy and energy efficiency across industries and households, strengthen ecosystem restoration and climate adaptation in vulnerable communities, and facilitate access to climate finance that turns national plans into real investable projects. Together, we will continue to align global resources with national priorities, ensuring that Eswatini's environmental vision is not only sustained, but amplified for the benefit of present and future generations. With these words, I'd like to congratulate all nominees and winners for tonight. You're all doing an amazing job. Thank you. Siyabonga kaku.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The anchor word from all the speeches that have been made here tonight is collaboration, collaboration, collaboration. The ambassador was just telling us at policy level what is being done. We've seen the demonstrated commitment also from government. The head of government is here this evening. We also know what other development partners such as the UNDP, the EU, and all our stakeholders are doing. It begs the question, what are you and I doing? If you could turn to the person on your right and just find out for me in 30 seconds what they are doing in actionable, concrete terms, comrade, to protect the environment. Your Excellency, I'm hearing a lot of rambling and giggles, but no concrete responses. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the people that we are here tonight to honor will not have the privilege of coming up to the stage. So at this point in time, I would like to ask everyone who is nominated tonight to stand on your feet so that we can give you a warm round of applause and say thank you. Sukume nje bekunensi siluza. Sime ngethi nyawo. Thank you very much. You may take your seats. Moving swiftly along from the bank of firsts, the bank of the changeables, I need to declare, Your Excellency, that when it comes to FNB, I'm a bit biased because they are my bank. And I have been asking for finance there, and I have a request within the green finance space that I just put in. So I've had to slot in the chief executive. I'm kidding. Ngozi, please come up to the stage. The chief executive officer for FNB Eswatini, Mr. Thokozani TK Dlamini Simshayele Dani.
Thank you. Program Director, we can talk about that at the offices, please. Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Ho Regional Administrator, represented by Mlangeni, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Eswatini Environment Authority, Board and Management, captains of the industry, distinguished guests, members of the media, good evening. It is my utmost honor to join you here this evening for the 2025 Temvelo Awards. Your Excellency, as FNB Eswatini, we are extremely honored to join hands with His Majesty's government and all stakeholders in this noble endeavor to protect our environment and promote environmental best practice across Eswatini. While this year marks our inaugural partnership with the Temvelo Awards, as a business, we remain cognizant of the role we must play in both safeguarding our environment and serving as a leading light on environmental best practices for the business community in Eswatini. When the opportunity to partner with the EEA presented itself this year, we saw it as an apt extension to one of our core strategies as a business. Recently, we embedded shared prosperity as one of our key strategic pillars, reflecting our commitment to effectively leverage our core business activities to add value to society, profitably and at scale. We also have set up a sustainability framework which coordinates our efforts towards environmental and social risk management. One of our focus areas is climate change, in which we aim to prioritize internal activities to transition the bank as well as our client businesses to a low carbon economy while strengthening resilience to extreme and changing weather patterns. We believe that platforms such as the Temvelo Awards align with this strategic intent and allow us to collaborate with like-minded partners in the pursuit of developing a resilient and thriving Eswatini. To further underscore our commitment to this cause, I am pleased to share with this distinguished gathering that FNB Eswatini is also now a proud sponsor of the FNB Sustainable Manufacturing Industry Award here at the Temvelo Awards. This new award seeks to recognize manufacturing plants for their efforts in driving improved performance through sustainability and honors the companies that seek to go beyond environmental compliance by taking the sustainability agenda to the next level through concrete actions such as cutting their carbon footprint, as well as converting green manufacturing into a business opportunity. Your Excellency, as I conclude, I wish to reaffirm our commitment to Eswatini transcending our ambitions as a business. We are here in Eswatini to stay, and we are invested in every aspect of our people's and country's development, from education to environment, to health and general well-being. We will not be mere bystanders, but we will continue to invest for the betterment of our people and country. Sitindile Swatini, futsi asiyinzawo. I thank you all. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ngos. I love the slogan so much. Sitindile Eswatini asiyinzawo stakushayela ngemsombuluko. You heard it. Love it. Absolutely love it. At this point in time, we're going to welcome back on stage. Vilemseni is going to give us another electrifying performance. Vilemseni is straight from, very recently, from the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz. It's an internationally acclaimed festival, and I know that you can see why. She was representing the country well there. Ngicela simshayele tandla. Is she going to need this microphone?
Searching and I guess I figured out I don't wanna live a life that flickers out. I believe that good things they will align. One day, one day I was looking for you, where are you now? And I know we have some things to talk about. I believe if it's meant to be, it will align. Someday, someday. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I know if it's meant to be, it will align. Someday, someday, yeah, yeah. And with a fire, I put no one above it. Ni maisha yangu, yeah, 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 yeah. And with a fire, I put no one above it. Ni maisha yangu, yeah, 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 I am sure that one day down the line you will see us for what we truly are. I refuse to give myself as a sacrifice. This day, I have fears knowing we might not make it right, but I cannot endure any longer. And I know if it's meant to be, it will align someday, someday. Oh yeah. Come on, come on, come on now. Moto, 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 moto,
Sanibona, ladies and gentlemen. This next song is called Barely, and it's about a very Swazi heartbreak.
Your eyes hang low to the ground this time. Yeah. You're struggling to look me in mine. The season has been hard for us. Yeah. Well, I felt the cold before you saw the ice. It's messing with my head. Ooh, hands up, fingers spread. Don't please, don't tell me where to go, 'cause I'm a little bit cold beside you. Honestly, I don't know. Don't please, don't tell me where to go, 'cause I'm too dense to float inside you. There's a heat I used to feel when you held me. Oh, barely. The sky is clear, no clouds inside. The birds, they sing only at night. The sun is bright, but we're freezing. Hey, hey. And I'm just trying to read your face. Ooh, oh. It's messing with my head. Yeah. It's messing with my head. Oh, no, no. honestly, I don't know anymore. Ooh, don't, please, don't tell me where to go, 'cause I've been too dense to float inside you. There's a heat I used to feel when you held me. Oh, when you held me. Oh, darling, when you held me. Oh, when you held me. Na, na, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. When you hear me, when you hear me, when you hear me, oh, when you hear me, when you hear me, when you hear me, when you hear me, oh, when you hear me, 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 when you hear me.
We truly can do better than that. Let's give her another round of applause. She said when she was introducing the song that the song is about a very Swazi heartbreak. And I could tell the volatile weather patterns in the song. Oh, how cold I feel next to you when it used to be so warm. Okay, now I need to behave. Your Excellency, yet again, I had hoped that I would have the profound pleasure of introducing you tonight. But I have been advised otherwise. Apparently, protocol does not allow. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite to the stage the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Environment, hey, it's in do. The PS in the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Mayikangezo Mabuza, to do her job. Let's give her a warm round of applause.
No, it's okay. Good evening, everyone. Ngicela nitishayele tandla mayin bahle. Siyabonga kakhulu, Your Excellency. I will ride on all the protocol that has already been mentioned so that I don't waste so much of your time, but just to acknowledge your presence and thank you for having made the time. It's really an honor. I actually got worried when I walked in and saw all the tables. I was thinking, are we going to fill them up? But thank you so much for believing in this event. Mine is just a very simple one of all the speakers in the program. That's why I'm not even carrying any paper. But just to invite the Honorable Minister to come to the stage and address us and appreciate the whole good looks that I see here. It's glitz and glam. Over to you, Minister.
Sekuyakhuluma. Accept our apologies. Every time I have to make a speech, there is a lot of adjustment that has to take place. So ENTC has made it a point that they have a special podium just for me, a lower one. So the other podiums doesn't accommodate me perfectly. So apologies for that. Program Director, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Excellencies, Ambassador Jeremy Liang, High Commissioner representing the European Union, the Hoho Regional Administrator represented by Umvane Ngosi, the RS for Hoho, the Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee, and members of the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, UN Resident Coordinator, the UNDP Resident Representative, EEA board members, management and staff of EEA, CEOs and captains of industry, members of the Portfolio Committee of the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs from both houses, members of the media, security, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Before I read my remarks, may I also mention how proud I am to have Willem Seni make a presentation here. They come from my Ingundla, that is Mbabane West. They are my neighbors in Manzana. Do you know Manzana? Manzana, it's next to Mbabane Central High. Do you see how big we are and how marvelous we are? That's who we are in Mbabane West. It is a great honor to join you this evening for this year's Temvelo Awards, a national moment where we pause to recognize the people and institutions who refuse to treat the environment as an afterthought. Tonight, we celebrate those who quietly plant trees, innovate in waste management, restore our rivers and wetlands, greening our businesses and communities, and proving that development and environmental protection can and must go hand in hand. The Temvelo Awards are much more than a ceremony. They are a mirror of who we are as a nation and a compass of where we want to go. Each category, whether recognizing schools, municipalities, businesses, civil society, communities, media, or youth, tells a story about the kind of Eswatini we are building. A country that values clean rivers, healthy soils, flourishing biodiversity, climate resilience, and green jobs for our people. As government, we see these awards as an extension of our national priorities. Across the country, programs are underway to restore degraded But you know what I want to say. Degraded. Remove invasive alien species. Replant indigenous trees and protect our protected areas. At the same time, we are working, okay, mhlangano lemncane, mhlanganweni lomkhulu. At the same time, we are working to improve how we manage chemicals and waste from plastic bags and packaging, to healthcare waste and electronic waste, so that our towns, rivers, rangelands, and communities are clean, safer, and more resilient. Your Excellencies, we are also strengthening policy and institutional frameworks, including integrated approach to chemicals and waste, so that good practices do not remain isolated pilot projects, but become part of how we do business as a country. This work is about more than compliance. It is about protecting public health, supporting farmers and rural livelihoods, safeguarding town tourism assets, and ensuring that our children inherit land that can sustain them. What inspires me most about Temvelo Awards is that they show environmental leadership at every level of society. All nominees present here today, Your Excellency, help us move from a mindset of cleanup after the damage is done to one of prevention, stewardship, and pride in our national heritage. To all who are present here tonight, to those watching us through the various media platforms tonight, I want to say you are partners in policy, implementation, and ambassadors of our environmental values. Your Excellencies, the responsibility of our ministry is to help create an enabling environment for this kind of leadership to flourish. Sound laws and regulations, clear standards, reliable enforcement, and space for innovation and partnership. I must state that Temvelo is not just it's not just the name of these awards, it is a way of life. Now, turning to my other jersey, ladies and gentlemen, this evening, it also gives me the honor to perform a special duty. Our country is fortunate to have a head of government who has consistently raised his voice on issues of environmental justice and climate resilience, both at home and on global stage. His leadership has positioned Eswatini as a vocal advocate for environmental justice. I remember when I was in Turkey, they have slotted him to be one of the speakers under zero waste. And even in Pelem, he did wonders. At the Pelem Climate Summit, he called for inclusive and equitable climate action, reminding the world that Africa contributes less than 4% of global greenhouse gas emissions, yet bears the heaviest burden. He urged those most responsible for the crisis to lead the response and demanded transformational climate finance that leaves no one behind. Earlier in this year, at COP29, he emphasized the urgency of climate action in light of scaling climate-induced disasters and called for streamlined climate finance and justice transitions. Under his leadership, Eswatini has strengthened its climate commitments, advocated for fair and accessible climate finance for developing countries, and supported initiatives that tackled pollution, building green industries, and protected most vulnerable communities from climate impact. At the same time, he has emphasized that Eswatini is ready to play its part through national policies, programs, and a kind of grassroots action we are celebrating tonight, including the celebration that we have tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor to invite you to join me and invite the Honorable His Excellency to the podium with a round of applause. I think you can do better than that.
We may be seated. Thank you. Bantu benkosi labakhona phakathi kwethu. Mhlambe ngithi program director ngicela ngokurecognize na program director lest I become her enemy. Honorable Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, presiding officers and members of both houses of parliament, the UN resident coordinator, Your Excellency Karsten McCleckenberg, being represented here, the EU ambassador to Eswatini, the representative of the Indian High Commissioner, the UN resident representative, Your Excellency, the ambassador of the Republic of China and Taiwan to the Kingdom of Eswatini, Mr. Jeremy Liang, the representative of the regional administrator, chairperson and board members of the Eswatini Environmental Authority, Eswatini Environmental Fund Board of Trustees, and the National Biosafety Advisory Committee, our valued sponsors, development partners, senior government officials, captains of industry, distinguished award nominees and winners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Ngicela kuqala ngokuthi ngithumise vele emseni lo abesihlabelela la sihlabelele kahle kakhulu bekumnene muhle umculo wakho vele emseni nangisahlethi lapha ngithi cha tafuna ngikubhalele yinye ingoma kepha ke not the choreography. I'll just give you the lyrics nje kule ngoma bese uyayihlabela ngiyakholwa ukuthi futhi le ngoma itakwenda uthume kakhulu emhlabeni wonke. Bekunene siyabonga ukuthi nithathe ithuba nibe khona kulomsebenzi ngalesihlanu usihlwa bengisho kona nje ukuthi lesihlanu kusihlwa uthatha isikhathi sebantwana netithandwa takithi kepha siyabonga. Ngithanda ke ukuthi njengoba ngidlalela lenkulumo yami lamhla ngisho ukuthi angasithola isikhathi sokuthi ngiyende ibe imfishane yinze. So ke ngiyacela nje lokuthi nibeketela ngidlala futhi nangisho njalo. It is my profound honor to join you this evening for the 2025 Temvelo Awards. These awards are more than a ceremony, but they are a strategic instrument in our national development agenda, a platform that recognizes and elevates the environmental champions amongst us who are driving sustainable development across every sector of our economy. By celebrating excellence in environmental stewardship, we are emphasizing that green growth is not separate from our development goals, but central. The innovations, initiatives, and commitments we honor tonight are directly contributing to our nation's food security, climate resilience, economic diversification, job creation, public health, the very pillars of our prosperity as backed by the National Development Plan, the Nkwe Program of Action, and the Grand Plan of National Transformation. This year's theme, Our Land, Our Legacy, Acting on Climate, Nature, and Pollution for Sustainable Eswatini, resonates with powerful truth and urgent purpose. Umhlaba uyimpilo yethu, asiwonke. Our land is indeed our life. It is the foundation of our economy, the heart of our culture, and the sacred trust we hold for our children and grandchildren. The actions we take today on climate change, biodiversity conservation, and pollution control will define the Eswatini we pass on to future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, Emaswati have been long established environmental stewards through practices observed from communities and from our traditional leaders, Boba Betikul, through segregating land for Emadlelo, Tinsimi, Intutugo, and other uses such as recreational purposes. The Tinkunda system of governance has understood this sacred duty of environmental stewardship. Today, however, our commitment must extend beyond our borders and connect to the global environmental agenda. As a nation, we are proud signatories to critical multilateral environmental agreements, including the Paris Agreement on Climate Change, the Convention on Biological Diversity, and the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, just to mention a few. These are not mere diplomatic gestures. They are solemn commitments that demand concrete action and accountability on our part. Together with the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs and different environmental stakeholders, we recently represented the Kingdom of Eswatini at the COP30 in Belém, Brazil, where I stood alongside world leaders to reaffirm our commitment to strengthening the fight against climate change. I must say that Eswatini is indeed headed in the right direction in strengthening resilience to climate change. Through the ongoing implementation of our plan of action, we are making deliberate and strategic progress, enhancing meteorological observation capacity, investing in early detection systems that support social protection, and amending our environmental legislative framework to align with our national and international commitments. A key example is the amendment of the ozone-depleting substances regulations of 2014 to the new ozone-depleting substances and hydrofluorocarbons regulations of 2025. This updated regulation will enable the Kingdom of Eswatini to achieve a 75% phase down of hydrofluorocarbons in line with the Montreal Protocol. In addition, we are intensifying national efforts to control invasive plant species which threaten ecosystems, biodiversity, and food security. Together, these actions demonstrate Eswatini's unwavering commitment to safeguarding the environment, protecting communities, and contributing meaningfully to the global fight against climate change. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of celebrating our collective actions and achievements. Allow me, therefore, to celebrate the Kingdom of Eswatini for its continued commitment to environmental stewardship. Eswatini's resolve goes far beyond commitments on paper. Our determination to reduce 2.24 million tons of greenhouse gases by 2035 stands as a bold and ambitious national pledge. This ambition is further reinforced by our position amongst the first 10 countries globally to submit the nationally determined contributions version 3.0. Through this early and decisive action, Eswatini demonstrates not only its readiness to implement its NDC 3.0, but also its leadership in driving transformative climate change. It sends a clear signal that Eswatini is committed to doing its part with urgency, integrity, and unwavering dedication in the collective global effort to fight climate change. Despite its small size, the Kingdom of Eswatini boasts a remarkably rich natural landscape and an extraordinary degree of biodiversity. Grassland and savanna ecosystems, which make up over 90% of our country, support a vast array of plant and animal species, making Eswatini one of the most ecologically diverse nations in the region. The country has over 2,400 species of plants, with many endemic species, making Eswatini globally important for biodiversity conservation. Yet we cannot ignore the mounting threats that continue to endanger this heritage, which include land degradation, pollution, the spread of alien invasive species, unsustainable harvesting, rapid fragmentation, and the conversion of land for other uses. These mounting pressures remind us that commitments on paper are no longer enough. They must be transformed into bold, practical action that are urgent, decisive, and sustainable. And because our biodiversity is mighty, so too is our national response, bold, determined, and fully proportionate to the richness we seek to protect. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is at occasions such as this, Temvelo Awards, that we are reminded of the collective effort behind our progress. These moments allow us to applaud the work being done across communities, institutions, and sectors. Work that reflects a shared national responsibility to restore, protect, and sustain the environment that sustains us. While His Majesty's government continues to lead the fight against environmental degradation, we are reminded today that this is not a journey government travels alone. We are gathered here to celebrate the power of collective action, to recognize the individuals, communities, and companies who stand shoulder to shoulder with us in protecting our environment. A legacy of this magnitude is not built by individuals or sectors working in isolation. It requires a whole-of-nation approach where every sector plays its part in our environmental stewardship. I therefore urge the private sector to continue to integrate sustainability into its core business strategies, invest in renewable energy, green technologies, and circular economy models. Your innovation and resources are critical to achieving our climate targets and creating green jobs for our youth. To our communities and Emaswati, be the daily stewards of your local environment. Plant trees, manage waste responsibly, protect our water sources, and hold polluters accountable. Environmental protection begins at home, in your neighborhood, and in your daily choices. To govern the institutions, lead by example. Let us ensure that environmental considerations are mainstreamed across all sectors, from agriculture to infrastructure, from education to health. Let us enforce our environmental laws with consistency and fairness, and create enabling policies that reward green innovation. To our development partners, your technical and financial support is invaluable. Let us continue to forge strong partnerships that align with our national priorities and help us meet our obligations under multilateral environmental agreements. And last but not least, to the media, you are the conscience of our nation. Continue to shine a light on environmental challenges, celebrate solutions, and hold all of us accountable. Your role in shaping public awareness and driving behavioral change cannot be overstated. The Temvelo Awards represent more than just a celebration. They embody a vital rekindling of our national environmental spirit and demonstrate that we are moving from commitments to concrete action. Tonight, we gather to honor individuals and organizations who are not just talking about sustainability, but truly walking the talk. Those whose actions show that Eswatini's environmental future is in capable and committed hands. And as we celebrate these champions, we are, in fact, honoring every Liswati who plays a part, big or small, in protecting and preserving our environment. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to mark this special occasion, 100 people in this very room will live carrying a living commitment, a tree to plant at home. A tree to plant at school, a tree to plant at church, or in your community. Every one of those trees will stand as a reminder that you chose action over words. I am calling upon every Liswati to be part of a national tree planting movement. Imagine the collective power of our actions. If each of us just plant one tree in 12 months, we would add over 1 million trees to our beautiful kingdom every year. These trees will clean our air, protect our soil, recharge our aquifers, provide shade and fruit, and absorb carbon dioxide, directly contributing to our climate commitments and safeguarding the future of our children. Let this become our national tradition. Let every Liswati plant a tree, not just today, not just for the pictures, but as yearly act of love for our country. I am therefore directing the Minister and the Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, in partnership with relevant ministries and stakeholders, to coordinate and support this movement to ensure that seedlings are available and affordable, that indigenous tree species are prioritized, and that our communities, schools, churches, and businesses are mobilized for this activity. Together, let us turn today's ceremony into a turning point from awareness to action, from intention to impact. I'm particularly pleased to highlight the progress we are making in establishing the Eswatini Environment Fund as a dedicated financial mechanism that provides sustainable funding for environmental projects, support community-led conservation initiatives, and we hope it will enable us to leverage international climate finance. This fund represents our commitment to putting our resources where our priorities lie, ensuring that environmental action is not constrained by financial limitations. To every nominee and winner here tonight, you are already champions. Whether you take home a trophy or not, Your work is building the Eswatini we dream of, a nation where economic development and environmental sustainability are not competing goals, but mutually reinforcing pillars of national prosperity. Congratulations to the 2025 Temvelo Awards winners. Thank you for your exceptional service to our kingdom and for showing us what is possible when commitment meets action. Please allow me to conclude that as we celebrate tonight, let us also remember that our actions speak louder than our words. Let us leave here tonight re-energized and united in purpose. Let us work together across all divides for the common good of our nation. Let us ensure that the legacy we live is one of a green, climate resilient and prosperous Eswatini, a nation that future generations will be proud to inherit and will thank us for protecting it. Our land is our life. Let us protect it. Let us restore it. Let us pass it on better than we found it. Umhlaba uyimpilo yethu sonke. Asiwonke. Siyabonga bokunene inkosi nibusise.
Your Excellency, thank you very much.
Umhlaba uyimpilo yethu sonke ngako asiwonke. Ngedithako deluthando siye siwondle. Kufakaze yona ke imvelo. Ithine kubamathe kanjalo uma indalo ibonelela inakekela kwanathi sivikela lalela. Ifike yangithungatha, yangithola, yangithumba, yangithuma, yathi inkondlo phuthuma, kwamele uyele ungimelele nami njengenkondlo, ngifike nganimelela, yathi yona kwamele ngifike ngidikhombele lokumele bahlonyeleliswe kulesikhathi. Ngako luthumo netandla kibo bonke kulomncintiswano labayawucudzelana. Lo yawuphumelela kwenta kwakhe lokuhle nabo lo kwenta lokuhle siyababongela lalela. Imvelo yimvelo ngebuhle bayo, kuqhakada kwayo ikhomba similo sayo ngebuhle nebuhlata bayo. Lobuhlaba ngekhathi enhlitweni kuye kuphikelele emaphikweni enjabulo. Ngako ngiyekeleni ngoba ngiyafa injabulo. Ungintolele uma lenkondlo ivakala ngeliphunga lelikabi kine emakhaleni. Nami ngithunyiwe kwathiwa ngimelana yeheni ngoba yimvelo phela siyimvelo. Liyayikade ivelile ngikhandi levelo leyavela imivileni yamvela inkhandi neluthando lolubandi ekujuleni kwenhlitiyo lifana njengemanti lwandle emehlweni luhle lusiphandle hayi mani ngaphandle kokwenta lokuningi nakakhulu. Ngako singayinyukubeta inimvelo mayihle kangaka ngoba sisizathu sekuthi siphile siphinze sime lana kunamuhla ngilana ngiyimvelo. Lemvelo lekumandi lokungumhlabathi lokutihlahla kuleta tintsaba netinkhanyeti kulesa sibhakabhaka lesibhaka luthando netinkhanyeti letikhanyisa konkhana. Ngako singayinyukubeta imvelo. Enkhulumeni yalomdzala lokucedza kwehla lana kuthiwa phatha sakho ke sihla sikhwama. Hayi kuyinyukubeta sekubusakasaka sekugcwele kubusaphasapha nemasaka. Ngako ke phatha sakho nawe sikhwama. Ngithi nhlanhla ngibona nonhlanhla nanhlanhla ngicela nibatshele basiphathe lesihlahla bahlanyele sihlahla kwenta lokho akusiyonani ke inhlanhla kepha kukwenta lokuhle namuhla ngemandla kuthi imvelo bese iyatijabulela iyamoyitela iyatikhazela ithi mina ngimvelo ngiyatigaja yeni bo. ngithuleni lo mthwalo webuhle belive leliqhakada ngemvelo ngoba konke siyakwenda kepha lesisilwa nako ukuthi singayinyukubedi imvelo libe seligucubala kabuhlungu ekubeni sishisa sekukhuphuka iswela umlomo wetikhulumela nematubane etibalekela ikhutha umhlolo ithi hey ngiyesaba kini yela imvelo sinemandla kuyivikela ikhuluma ngenkondlo ithi yatibongela kulesikhathi ibongela labatowina kulomncintiswano ithi bafisela inhlanhla kulomcudzelwano ngemisebenzi yabo ngekukhandla kwabo nangekufaka umfutho nami ngifaka umfutho kuthi ngimelele vele bekwamele kuthi nginikhamele nani ningilalele ngoba lemvelo kepha besingahlala njani ke singabonga the development partners EU UN FNB UNDP kani netinini tengwenyama Embassy of India Embassy of Taiwan luthando la liyacicima ngesikhathi esifubeni alisoze lacima livuthe emalangabi liyacina ngakocina thine lemvelo maswati na Afrika masingayigcina
wase uyenyuka sinethemba umlangeni cela shayela umlangeni Ntandla. Thank you, Ngosi. That was beautiful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting down to the crux of tonight's business. The award stage. Technology. Do not embarrass me in front of the Prime Minister and 400 guests. Look at God. So, Your Excellency, we are moving on now to the actual presentation of the awards, for which we are going to ask you to come up to the fore and present them. But before His Excellency does that, Stokela Dr. Technology. Do not embarrass me. I'd like to invite Dr. Mafu to come up to the stage to explain the judging process and the selection criteria for us.
Kuba inkinga ukuthi bese sokhuluma kani bonke abantu abamcoka belive sabakhulumile uvela ungathi ukuthi bese sewuphuma uyapi the program director the leader of government and the private leaders in the private sector developmental partners Bamba Bengosi sponsors of this event and all the process that has taken place up until we are getting here the partners in sustainability and the people that we are here for, the nominees and the winners of the night. It is an absolute honor for me to address you on behalf of the panel of judges for the 2025 Temvelo Awards, which is a platform that we see that ensures and recognizes environmental leadership and innovation and dedication to a more sustainable Eswatini. These awards, they are not only ceremonial, but they are actually a call to responsibility. They are reminding us that protecting our environment is no longer an option, but it is essential. What we've noted in this year's installation of the Temvelo Awards is actually that there's really a big appreciation of environmental stewardship. We have noted projects that are restoring ecosystems, improving waste practices, promoting clean energy, and mobilizing communities, in particular the youth, towards a sustainable development of our country. And these initiatives, all of us are converging towards a sustainable Eswatini, which we all are looking for. It is important to note that most of the submissions that we got this year have drastically improved from the ones that we had just last year, which shows that actually we are understanding environmental sustainability in development as a country, and there is actually a commitment from all of us to ensure that what we write down as a country that we are going to implement, we are actually actioning it. And there was also an improvement in the number of entrants of young people, which is a very good thing as well, because it is showing that the sustainability and scalability of most of our projects in communities is not going to die. We've also noted how communities, not just Gomanzana Mage, but communities even far eshiselweni uzeyofika kubolavumisa are actually also taking part in these Temvelo Awards, which shows that the issue of environmental awareness and incorporating sustainability in our daily lives is actually growing. But what we are noting is also that we have a tendency of making sweeping statements that are neither measurable and also traceable, and that makes the story that we are trying to tell about our efforts to be lost in translation, and also that then makes also the monitoring and evaluation of the impacts of the activities that we are doing to not be measurable. But today, to every nominee, you are leaders. Your efforts are laying the foundation for future generations, and they are shaping our nation's environmental legacy. We extend deep appreciation to the organizers, the partners, the sponsors who make Temvelo Awards possible. Your commitment fuels this movement, because we really do think that environmental stewardship is a movement that does not just become a ticking box. Let tonight not be an end, but a renewed beginning. Let us live today here more determined than ever to protect our land, our legacy, and act on climate change for a sustainable Eswatini. The biggest issue that we were having as we were doing over 3 days, as we were doing the adjudication, was the issue of, we tend to not want to sell ourselves. There are some organizations that we know are doing marvelous work, but they are not saying it in what we are trying to judge. And that becomes a problem, because maybe in the papers tomorrow, when, let's say, a Lihle Inc. is winning against a Sbusiso Inc., the people that know the work of Lihle and Sbusiso, then they are going to say, but the judging was not fair. When actually what Lihle wrote was better than what Sbusiso wrote, even though Sbusiso is doing better than Lihle on the field. So as we go to next year, as we live today and we are preparing for the next installation of the Temvelo Awards, let us make sure that we put the activities that we've done, and we do not think for any moment that we are overselling ourselves, because really it is the work that we have done. We thank you very much, and we hope to be at the back benches again in next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dokotela. Welcome, Mvanengosi. Bengisabajela nje Dlamini yokunene sesowuyeda. So khona ngicela shayela Mvanengosi Stanley. And at this point in time, I don't like saying, at this juncture, I detest that expression. At this point of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite His Excellency the Prime Minister to come to the stage, the Minister for Tourism and Environmental Affairs, as we begin the awards part of the evening. I thought someone was going to do a drum roll thing, but clearly I'm being sabotaged. So this is how this is going to happen. I'm going to read and describe briefly the award, call the person responsible for handing it over. They will be given an envelope. The teleprompter is going to tell us who the nominees are, and then the presenter of the award is going to say, and the winner is Sina Temba! And everyone is going to shout and clap, and it's going to be great. And you return to your seat. Can the house say, aye? Chair, sir, let's go. The first award for the night is the Green Municipality. And the prizes under this category is a team building space at Sipiso campsite and a cool 5,000 Emalangeni cash prize. This award acknowledges best practice implemented by local municipalities and encourages best performances in environmental protection. The indicators include waste minimization initiatives, water management, energy efficiency, conservation, landscaping, tree planting, and community participation, amongst others. To present this award, let us please welcome to the stage, representing the Chief Executive Officer of the ENTC, the Development and Marketing Manager, Babim Zwandile Waganchagas. Cela simshayele tandla.
Following nominees are for Green Municipality. The following nominees are for Green Municipality. The nominees are Municipal Council of Mbabane, Municipal Council of Manzini, Mataka Town Council.
And the winner is Municipal Council of Mbabane.
This includes the construction of a semi-pro report that reduces surface runoff and soil pollution, alongside the maintenance of green parks that support outdoor exercise, parklands, and community walks. The future for the Municipal Council of Mbabane is committed in advancing sustainability, resource efficiency, and environmental stewardship through ambitious future initiatives.
Congratulations, Municipality of Mbabane. It is true. Kwafika umndolo lapha kwahlanyelwa tihlahla eMbabane ngihlala khona mina. And the city came alive. Let's give them another round of applause. The next category is for the green business for SME 2025. This category that will be walking away with a cool cash prize of 5,000 Malangeni recognizes SMEs and newly established companies that have demonstrated exceptional commitment to sustainability and environmental responsibility. This award also celebrates businesses that have successfully integrated eco-friendly practices into their core operations, products or services, and looks to recognize an SME displaying exceptional efforts in its environmental sustainability agenda. And yet to present this award from Montigny is the MD, Mr. Andrew Leroux, or his representative. The following
nominees are for the Green Business SME. The nominees are MMD Investments, Swazi Organics, Heritage Hut,
and the winner is Swazi Organics.
that produces to solve degradation and food insecurity. Their key innovation is adopting the Johnson Sue composting method, which produces high-quality compost without the need for 24 hours. This clever technique allows them to increase production by 10% without adding labor, overcoming a major constraint for small businesses. Their primary goals are to scale up production to 5 tons of compost per month and to transition to fully eco-friendly packaging, thereby eliminating their use of single-use plastic and completing their commitment to a circular product life cycle.
Congratulations. The Fagutsas are off to a really good start. The young man here is Akona Faguts. I'm not saying anything. Moving on to the green business large category, also walking away with 5,000 Malangeni. This will be awarded to a business that has sound environmental programs in conducting its day-to-day business and or supports NBS initiatives, particularly at neighboring community level. And here to present this award on behalf of Ubombo Sugar Managing Director, who is being represented here tonight by the Head of Safety, Mr. Skumbuzo Mohammed.
The following nominees are for Green Municipality. The nominees are Municipal Council.
Green Business Lodge.
The following nominees are for Green Business Lodge. The nominees are Eswatini Electricity Company, Malandela's Lifestyle Center,
And ladies and gentlemen, the winner is more fire, Malandela Lifestyle Center.
Malandela's Lifestyle Center is leading by example by transforming its major events like the MTN Bushfire Festival through a robust sustainability model that mandates compostable packaging and diverts 70% of waste from landfills. Their commitment extends to the community with wetland restoration projects and educational green superhero activations that blend environmental action with public engagement. With a clear vision to become Africa's leading sustainable festival, they are ambitiously targeting 100% waste diversion by 2030 and pioneering the integration of AI technology to enhance their circular waste management systems.
Congratulations, Malandelas. We are moving on to the category for Sustainable Ecotourism Award. This is a big one. This is a new category that recognizes organizations excelling in sustainable tourism practices, integrating environmental stewardship with enriching visitor experiences. The winner here will have demonstrated a strong commitment to protecting biodiversity, conserving natural resources, and promoting environmental education, and it is only befitting that the presenter for this next award is the Minister for Tourism and Environmental Affairs.
The following nominees are for Sustainable Ecotourism. The nominees are Olive Country Lodge, House on Fire, Malandela's Lifestyle Center, Mandenga Cultural Village.
The nominees are... Oh, the winner. I just wanted to make you laugh. You were too quiet. So the winner is Olive Country Lodge.
The Olive Country Lodge is a hospitality establishment in the Kingdom of Eswatini that offers a luxury ecotourism experience, seamlessly blending comfort with environmental and cultural preservation. Their core model integrates sustainability into the guest experience through low-impact traditional Swazi architecture, solar power, comprehensive waste reduction, including a paperless QR code system, and the preservation of native habitats on their property. They aim to become one of Eswatini's first fully solar-powered lodges, expand their in-house organic garden to supply their kitchen, and deepen collaborations with local cultural groups and artisans.
Congratulations, Olive Country Lodge, Princess Bashailen Tandla. And thank you, Honorable Minister, for sticking to the script. This is a very well choreographed event, ladies and gentlemen. The next category is that of the Green Primary School, who will walk away with a cultural village tour and a cash prize of 5,000 emalangeni, and it will be awarded to a school with a sound environmental program, and it is befitting that this should be presented by UNESCO's Lwandle Simelane. Doesn't she look good tonight?
The nominees are for Green Primary School. The nominees are Enhlanhleni Methodist Primary School and Jabulweni Independent Primary School.
And the winner is, drum rolls, this is well deserved, Enhlanhleni Methodist Primary School. Woo!
Continues to lead the way to becoming a school. They have embraced conservation agriculture by growing traditional African foods. Through this initiative, the school promotes awareness in growing, managing, consuming, selling, and conserving seeds for these traditional products. Enhlanhleni Primary School has also hosted workshops for both students and children. These sessions educate, inspire, and provide hands-on training, extending beyond the school to the wider community. All of this is carried out under the banner of Agricology for Food System Resilience and Climate Justice. Looking ahead, the Enhlanhleni Methodist Primary School aspires to build a nursery for traditional African vegetarians and traditional countries. To preserve their habits, they plan to introduce gardens and seedlings, ensuring proper storage and long-term conservation. Enhlanhleni Methodist Primary School is not just cultivating vegetables, they are cultivating resilience, sustainability, and hope for the future.
Congratulations, Enhlanhleni Primary. I swear there is no one happier in this country than valuable members. Congratulations, sir. Moving along to the next category is that of the Green Inkundla, which will also walk away with a cash prize of 5,000 emalangeni. And this award is going to be given to the cleanest Inkundla in the country. It is befitting that we ask Umlangeni RS to come and present this award. Ngos.
The following nominees are for the Green Inkundla. The nominees are Nhaba Inkundla, Lokongolweni Inkundla, Mochane Inkundla,
The most green Inkundla is Mochane Inkundla.
Into a tool for resilience and food security. They move beyond simple cleanups to integrate climate-smart agriculture and beautification efforts, directly tackling the challenges of land degradation and water scarcity. Their most impactful initiative is the creation of multifunctional food gardens and the introduction of rainwater harvesting. By clearing debris and transferring barren spaces into productive, drip irrigated vegetable gardens. They have provided year-round nourishment and visible symbol of hope, turning environmental care into a tangible community benefit. Their ambitious plan is to scale the successful model by creating a green improvement network, expanding to 5 neighboring communities. They aim to establish climate smart hubs as resource centers and launch a large-scale agroforestry drive to plant over 1,000 native fruit trees, creating a resilient food and forest corridor. Wise men must see that.
Congratulations to Mochane Nkundla. Ngicela siphinde sibashayele tandla. The next category is that of the most environmentally responsible journalist award, who is going to win a canopy tour for 2 people and a cash prize of 5,000 emalangeni. This award is for a journalist whose published articles represent the best reporting on Earth's life forms, ecosystems, and natural resources. Coming up to present this next award is the representative for Eswatini Electricity Company Managing Director, who is represented here tonight by... They did not give me the name, so that is why I'm smiling. But let's give him a warm round of applause.
The following nominees are for environmentally responsive journalists. The nominees are Sibusiso Dlamini, Sethabile Shaw, Patti Zuzu,
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Sibusiso Dlamini.
This is not Sibusiso.
an investigative journalist with the Eswatini Observer. He elevates public discourse by connecting local environmental crises like the Mbabane floods to national policy gaps and global climate justice. Through his deeply researched reporting and podcasts, he translates complex issues into actionable stories that empower communities and hold leaders accountable. His future work continues to bridge the gap between policy and the public, advocating for green jobs and ensuring Eswatini's voice is heard in the global climate conversation.
Congratulations, Sibusiso. The next award is self-explanatory. It's the F&B Sustainability Manufacturing Industry Award that Umlangeni touched on earlier, and they will be getting a 5,000 cash Malangeni prize. And this award recognizes manufacturing plants for their efforts in driving improved performance through sustainability. It honors those companies and individuals whose companies seek to go beyond environmental compliance, and manufacturers who have set sustainability agenda to the next level, and they have illustrated success in cutting their carbon footprint as well as converting green manufacturing into a business opportunity. Here to present is the FNB CEO, Mr. Thokozani TK Dlamini.
The following nominees are for the FNB Sustainable Manufacturing Award. The nominees are Vugani Bomade, NutriPlume Eco Solutions, ProPack Eswatini,
Thank you. And the winner is Vugan Bomage.
Vugani Bomade is a social enterprise that empowers marginalized groups, particularly women and people with disabilities, through green manufacturing. They upscale pre-consumer textile waste into marketable products, while championing inclusivity by ensuring 20% of their artisans are persons with disabilities and integrating them as leaders and mentors within the community-based cottage factory. They aim to establish Eswatini's first certified textile waste management system transition their factories to solar power, and become a zero-waste model for sustainable manufacturing in Southern Africa.
Congratulations, Vugan Bumage. Moving on to Climate Change Champion in the group category, and this award recognizes people who are the champions for change, development, implementation, and institutionalization of sustainability practice to reduce the overall greenhouse gas footprint in support of climate change goals. And this award is going to be presented by the representative for the municipality of Manzini, Chief Executive, who is represented here tonight by Nomcebo Monareng.
The following nominees are for Climate Change Champion Group. The nominees are Etinyosini Concept, YSDC, the Green Schools Initiative,
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Green Schools Initiative.
This youth-led initiative, chaired by Ndimiso Sibanzi, focuses on embedding environmental education and practical climate action in schools across Eswatini. The Green Schools Initiative are championing climate action by establishing eco-clubs and leading extensive tree planting campaigns in over 20 schools across Eswatini. Their impactful projects, which include creating school vegetable gardens and hosting national environmental debates, are directly improving nutrition for students and fostering a generation of environmentally conscious youth. Looking ahead, they aspire to scale their green clubs to 15 more schools and launch a community-driven reforestation program to further combat land degradation and build climate resilience.
Congratulations. Still within the same category, but this time it's for the individual. The Climate Change Champion for 2025 will win a flight ticket to Zimbabwe from Eswatini Air for a mentorship program at the Zimbabwe Sunshine Group, a 5,000 Malangeni cash prize, accommodation for 2 at Malolocha self-catering cabins. Here to present this next award is the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Ms. Kangeziwe Mabuza, who looks surprised but is going to smile now. There we go.
Following nominees are for Climate Change Champion Individual. The nominee is Melusi Mie.
Sabotage. Ladies and gentlemen, the Climate Change Champion individual is me. I'm joking, it's Melusi Elvis Mieni.
Through his leadership, Melusi Mieni has led the Butepa Clean Energy and Butela Biogas project. Melusi has dedicated his work to tackling energy poverty and climate change in Eswatini. His initiatives include providing clean, affordable, and sustainable energy solutions that transform communities. With the Butepa, Melusi is expanding access to solar power across rural, peri-urban, and urban areas. He has already installed solar systems for households and schools. His ambitious 12 system in 12 months program aims to reach 1,000 beneficiaries by 2026, cutting carbon emissions while improving quality of life. Complementing solar, the Butela Biogas project is turning livestock waste into renewable cooking gas. To date, 36 biogas systems have been installed across Eswatini,
reducing deforestation from firewood use, and cutting methane emissions. Through awareness campaigns, roadshows, and demonstrations, he empowers households, youth, and small enterprises to embrace clean energy and climate-smart practices. Looking ahead, his vision is bold. By 2026, at least 150 solar systems will be installed, directly benefiting over 5,000 people and reducing 180 tons of carbon dioxide annually. By 2027, he hopes for 100 biogas systems will be in place, saving thousands of tons of firewood and protecting Eswatini's biodiversity.
Congratulations, sir. The next category is for the European Union Young Eco Hero Award for 2025. The prizes include accommodation B&B at bed and breakfast at Mandinga Cultural Village, a 5,000 Malangeni cash prize, a flight ticket to Zimbabwe for a mentorship program at the Zimbabwe Sunshine Group. And this category recognizes an individual who has demonstrated exceptional leadership and impact in restoring degraded ecosystems in Eswatini. For example, proven efforts in rehabilitating forests, wetlands, and other critical ecosystems, and long-term commitment and measurable environmental benefits. To present this award, let us welcome to the stage the representative for the EU Ambassador, the Head of Corporate, Ms. Maria Evengard.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Young Eco Hero Award is Wiseman Masika.
Valuable Michael is a social enterprise that practices sustainable manufacturing by upcycling pre-consumer textile waste into marketable products like bags and home decor. They have created a circular production model diverting an estimated 5 tons of textile waste from landfills by partnering with a textile factory and using a decentralized network of 13 container-based mini factories that help provide income for women, youth, and persons with disabilities. They aim to establish Eswatini's first certified textile waste management system, transition their factories to solar power, and achieve zero waste production by becoming a model for circular manufacturing.
Congratulations. The next category is that of the Innovative Waste Management Award, and the recipient of this award will be for enabling responsible production and consumption of resources, minimizing what goes into landfills, and reducing litter. They will also have demonstrated how they promote sustainable management and efficient use of natural resources and innovative technological solutions to waste management, and they'll be going home with a cool cash prize of 5,000 emalangeni. Here to present this award from Women Unlimited is the Executive Director, Vimbai, whose last name cannot roll off my tongue, but let us give them a round of applause.
The following nominees are for Innovative Waste Management. The nominees are Malandela Green Tea, Lower to Trash Specialists, Municipal Council of Mbabane.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Malandela Green Team.
Malandela's Lifestyle Center is an event and hospitality venue, famous for hosting large international festivals like the MTN Bushfire. They run a comprehensive on-site waste management system for their events using a 3-bin separation system, composting all organic waste, mandating compostable food packaging, and even using compostable toilets to minimize their waste accumulation and to divert waste from landfills. They plan to integrate AI technology to improve waste sorting, create sellable products from waste, and expand their successful model to help clean up the surrounding local community.
Congratulations. And at this point in time, we're just going to, oh, you don't need to turn your faces because you're already looking this side. We have a short video that's going to play here just before we go into the UNDP SDG Most Inclusive Institution Award.
Behind every number is real impact. Lives transformed, sustainable finance unlocked, and entire systems rebuilt for the future. Trust drives everything we accomplish. From day one, our core funding partner countries have entrusted UNDP to deliver results worldwide. 30 years ago, many governments also chose to entrust their domestic resources through UNDP to achieve development at home. Today, when 94 countries invest $1.2 billion of their resources in UNDP programs, they're investing in their own people's potential. This partnership makes transformation possible.
The following nominees are for the UNDP Most Inclusive Institution. The nominees are Egululameni Rehabilitation Center, Vugani Bomage, Likhono Lingumongo.
And here to present this award is UNDP Coordinator, Mr. Henrik Franklin.
The UNDP Most Inclusive Institution. The nominees are Egululameni Rehabilitation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the UNDP Most Inclusive Institution is Vukani Bomaki.
Practices sustainable manufacturing by upcycling pre-consumer textile waste into marketable products like bags and home decor. They have created a circular production model, diverting an estimated 5 tons of textile waste from landfills by partnering with a textile factory and using a decentralized network of 13 container-based mini factories that help provide income for women, youth, and persons with disabilities. They aim to establish Eswatini's first certified textile waste management system, transition their factories to solar power.
Congratulations, Vugani Bomage. 13 categories down, 5 more remaining. The next category is that of the Green High School, which will be awarded to a school with a sound environmental program. They will win a tour to Mandenga Cultural Village and a cash prize of 5,000. Emalangeni returning to the stage is UNESCO's Lwandle Similane to present the award.
The following nominees are for Green High School. The nominees are St. John Bosco High School and Jabulweni Independent High School, The Boys High School.
And the winner is St. John Bosco High School.
St. John Bosco High School has an inspiring student-based eco club that helps lead the integration of environmental sustainability into the school's core curriculum and campus life. The school runs a highly practical, sustainable cultivation project using drip irrigation and biochemicals to grow crops that now feed the entire school community, achieving food security while teaching climate-smart agriculture. They plan to evolve into a hub for green innovation by integrating STEM practices into their projects, developing a solar-powered demonstration farm, introducing biogas from their livestock, and creating an eco-policy and STEM innovation lab to prototype solutions for Eswatini's environmental challenges.
Congratulations, St. John Bosco. It's really nice to be young. He's like, hi, Prime Minister. I'm like, Tata when a boy. Yes, Tata when a boy. The next category is for the Green Parastatal, which honors parastatals and state-owned parastatals that champion environmental stewardship through policy innovation, operational sustainability, and large-scale green initiatives. From renewable energy adoption to eco-friendly public infrastructure, we celebrate entities proving that government institutions can drive transformative climate action. And who better to present this award than the Mbabane Municipality Chief Executive Officer, the stunning Ms. Ciniwe Fabutse. Please come up to the stage.
The Green Parastatal Award. The nominees are Eswatini Electricity Company, Eswatini Water Services Corporation, Eswatini Revenue Services,
and the winner is Eswatini Water Services Corporation.
Congratulations, Baga Water. We move on to the Ecosystem Restoration Hero for 2025 award, which recognizes an individual who has demonstrated exceptional leadership and impact in restoring degraded ecosystems in Eswatini. The prize for this category include accommodation for 2 at Sarah Camp, breakfast at Makatsavane Lodge, and a 5,000 Malangeni cash prize. And here to present this award is the Chief Executive Officer for the NDMA, Mr. Victor Mahlalela. I think I saw him. Yes.
The following nominees are for Ecosystem Restoration Hero Award. The nominees are the Buluzi Ecosystems Restoration Project, Temvelo, Spesi Himakanga,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ecosystem Restoration Hero is Umbuluzi Ecosystem Restoration Project.
The nominees are the Buluzi Ecosystems Restoration Project.
Congratulations. And the last but one category is that for the most environmentally responsive media house, which will walk away with a cash prize of 5,000 Emalangeni. This one is self-explanatory. We're going to ask to present this award Ms. Duduzile Nhlengetwa, Meteorological Department Director. I will not repeat. Met Asimshailetan.
The following nominees are for the Environmentally Responsive Media House. The nominees are Eswatini Creative Hub, UNESWA FM, Let's Create,
And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the Environmentally Responsive Media House is UNESWA FM.
Congratulations, UNESCO FM. Giving us a serious run for our money. Hey. The last category for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is an important one. It is the Lifetime Achievement Award, and I'm going to ask the CEO of EA, Babedlala, to come up and read the profile for this one. Cela simshayele tandla.
Excellency, I'm not so good at reading, so I'll rather just tell a little story about this recipient. When the country went to Rio in 1992, there was probably no certainty within government on how this whole environment management thing will be coordinated in the country. And within government, there was a gentleman who I would say pioneered most of the work we are gathered to celebrate here tonight. He was the first director of the then Swaziland Environment Authority under the Ministry of Natural Resources, which later then transferred to the Ministry of Tourism and Communication at the time. This gentleman was part of Agenda 21. This gentleman was part of the country's processes of developing the first environment policies and indeed the first legislations in the country. He is known amongst many of us with many things. He is known amongst football fans, very famous. He's known within government. He's renowned for what we notoriously know today as what we call e-cabinet. When he introduced this, many people didn't really believe that you can actually submit cabinet papers without paper. So this gentleman, Your Excellency, his name is Babe Mbuso Banks Dlamini, our first Director of Environment, receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award tonight. Asimshayele ntando mlangeni, asetha ngaphambili. Bengicabanga ukuthi awuphoseke umlangeni. Asitshengise amagonso ukuthi asekhona, Your Excellency, siyambongela. Just one minute. Come. All the lifetime achievers. Just a picture before you go. Oh, nothing.
Oh, yes, yes.
Congratulations.
Let's jump about
Doctor say make a pop one of this. Make me fly like say I'm Aladdin. Come bring some kind melodies. Oh mama myself no do past like this. So many things inside of my jeans. Slide down DBTs.
Nang PSA ba naman?
Ndunankulu, uphile umakela ongimeme to this event. Asenimbita tombona Ndunankulu. Buya Madam, I want the Prime Minister to know your name and then I'll tell him what you've done.
I know.
Please introduce this lady. Tell me what the name is.
Belusile Mhlang. Belusile.
Dlamini wakunene solo ngelusile lo makelo. Solo uyangibelesela nje ukuthi ngitekla ama event ngibathe kwente njani. Hawu utende make Nkosi lapha. Ungelusile Nkosi siyabonga. Your Excellency, I'm so surprised. I didn't expect this. I didn't know this was coming. But, Your Excellency, first of all, I would like to accept this award. Aren't you say Hollywood? Yeah. I would like to accept this award with humility, Your Excellency. Let me say, Your Excellency, whatever I've done in the environment, I didn't do it to win the award. Clearly, I didn't know it was coming. As Babet Dada has indicated, way back, we didn't have an environment ministry. We didn't have an environment authority. We didn't have anybody responsible for environment. I just happened to be one officer who was asked to do the job. So I was the first UNEP focal point in Nairobi. You and the people know that. So that's how the whole thing began. So when we went to Rio, like Babet Dada has said, I was part of that delegation. So, Your Excellency, I would like to dedicate this award to the people who made it all happen. In the beginning, there was nothing. Today, we have a great event like this. The people like to recognize Your Excellency, and I'm happy with Ukwana and Ndunangulu, because Ndunangulu never recognized. The Prime Minister we went to Brazil with in 1992, Begungbabe Obed Dlamini. We prepared a document with that young lady, Lolapa, Ima Allen, one of the pioneers of the document is called Securing Our Future. That's what we wanted to do. So the Prime Minister at Rio read the speech that we had prepared for him. But after the presentation of that speech, he said to us, let what I have promised the world here happen. That was the challenge that was given to me and the delegation. And the rest is history, Excellency, because when we came back, the Ministry of Tourism was created. Subsequent to that, the Environment Authority was created. But the journey went further, Your Excellency, up to the Paris. When we went to Paris, I was with Prime Minister Sibusiso Dlamini. So from 1992 to Paris, I was there with Prime Ministers supporting this cause. So that's the first group of people I would like to dedicate this. Second group, Your Excellency, Minister, Baga Environment. At the time, Begbo Minister of Natural Resources. And the first one I would like to give credit to happens to be my father, Umdwana Ngosingaba. He was the first minister to teach us about ozone depletion. You all remember Asilu Twatwas. Yeah, nango ke ngiyakhumbula ngicela nimshale intandla. He taught us ozone depletion. Way before climate change came, it was still coming. They were telling us it's coming. So, ngizikeme Ndunangulu ngiyambonga lo bekunene bonke labo bo minister labo up to Minister Vlagati. Lamelama ko minister lo. Mr. Vlagati ke ukhanza vele climate change seyikhona mbamba. Njengoba bekashithi umntwana ngoSingaba. So all those ministers played a role in getting us to where we are today. But below the ministers, bekunabo peers in Ndunangulu. I had very good peers as I was growing up, and I would like them to dedicate this to them. Two of them in particular, Sandile Tego and Nwangambule. They were the people who taught me what to do at international conferences. Uya shonje babe dadla lapha ukuthi kuna Agenda 21. Agenda 21 is a document that was created, negotiated throughout the night If you fall asleep, you'll never catch up. Because in the morning, if you try to change something, but you can't change it. It was agreed last night, can't change anymore. So that's what the PSS told us. You cannot go to sleep. You've got to protect the Africa position. You've got to protect the G77 position. And that's what we did. So the next group of people I'd like to dedicate this award to, Your Excellency, my officers. Manager was the first and only officer. The second one who came after me, Nlolo Aramkabel. He was working for the UNDP very recently. So we're the first two to deal with this. He's got staff of over 20 people. And that was all there was. So the last group I would like to dedicate this to are my children, my family. Because each time I went to these international conferences, I would learn something new. And I would teach them. And one of them was, you cannot throw anything away. There's no place called away. Ngupi away. You can't do it. So my children learned that and they believed in it. But because I would throw something out of the window. And they say, hey, Babi, what are you doing? And I would say, oh, what do I say now? I said, don't worry, this is biodegradable. Doesn't matter. But so you was so it's honest to God, that is why I want to allocate this, not to me, to them. They reminded me to walk my talk. So, nang magalong memile, talabanya zang sa bang minister. I hear nje ukuthi kwaqala kadzeni lokhu ngiyamangala hawu lento lenhle kangaka sola ngimenya kwente nje. So ke awukuhle minister ngiyabonga kakhulu. You've done an excellent job. It's absolutely beautiful. Ngicela nje ukuphathisa Nkosi, because all these people in this room, they're friends of the environment as far as I know. They're on your side, they will support you in everything we want to do. So abakangithumi but sengiyabakhulumela. Ngithi Ndunankulu, over time I am part of environment now. But there are parts of it that I like than others. When I was young, in America, I met one professor. And asked me, and I told him, I'm from Swaziland. It was Swaziland then. I said, wow, you guys have got beautiful mountains. I said, what? Beautiful mountains? Oh, thank you. And then I reflected, hey, get a beautiful mountain in Johnny. I had no idea we had beautiful mountains. It's only when I came home, I realized how beautiful our mountains are. Really, it's now this time of the year. If you want to see the beauty of Swaziland, go out there and see it. So, okay, my minister, and it's very serious. Sifuna a champion minister, you protect our beautiful mountains from people who are destroying them. Manager ngwekundwini bengibuye ekundwini itolo. Labo lebakha lisekwane kunenzawo lapha kuthiwa kusesikhaleni selisekwane. If you go there today, kuqala kuthi lisekwane, kwesibili kunaletindlu right on top of the mountain there. So what beautiful mountain are those people going to get? If you drive on the T road, uedlangeni. Yakwati ma lifestyle center kwalambabane. Naletu letinzabeni. Second ma lifestyle center minister. We need champions for protecting the mountains. Ted Riley protected the wild animals. Anyone who loves the mountains, please put your name and number to this man. We are going to form a group. And we'll find a way how we're going to protect them. Once the group is big enough, I can assure you that people out there from the private sector who are going to buy us a cup of tea to see how we're going to protect these mountains. Lapha nje khona lo munye bhuti wami beka la usebenza eFNB. Sengiyamcommita ngoba mncane is my son. When you are ready, just call him there and say, time for this tea, say corner, usibite, and we are going to do it. That is all I have to say, Your Excellency. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We have one more that is remaining. Your Excellency, there is a token of appreciation for you from EEA. Ndocela, the board chairman, Umgoni, to come up and present that to the Prime Minister. Thank you, Your Excellency. You can take your seat. As we are winding down the program, I would like to acknowledge all of our sponsors who are United Nations Development Programme, the UNDP, the European Union, the First National Bank, Ubombo Sugar Limited, Montagne Investments, the Eswatini Electricity Company, the Mbabane Municipality, Royal Eswatini National Airways Corporation, Manzini Municipality Council, Women Unlimited, the Eswatini National Disaster Management Agency, Eswatini Water Services Corporation, the Eswatini Investment Promotions Authority, Matapa Town Council, Eswatini National Trust Commission, Pelham Eswatini, Inectus Eswatini, and the Joint River Basin Authority. Thank you so much. Okay, because I'm a really good MC and I like you guys, I have a surprise for you. And to do that for me, I'm going to invite to the stage Eswatini Air. One of us is going to fly, maybe. I don't know.
Thank you, MC. Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Minister, diplomats lakhona endlini, bo MD, bo CEO, ladies and gentlemen, sanibonani. You may fasten your seatbelt nyalo. Ngaqhubeka ngidawucela ngibone director wamla babethabethe, who's also a pilot. I'll do something very brief. Kwavela mina igama lami ngingibathabile ngiwakangikhambule kwethaba kujabula. So once you see me bevele smile, I come bearing good news. Ngitocela ngiphethe i-check-in, ngiphethe cabin crew. We are ready to soar. Sishada njengema passengers. So ngidocela laba ready, ngicela ning laba ready ngidawubona ngepassport, sisebenta ngepassport, high ID. Si check in nje passport. Lone passport la esikhwameni aphakamise isandla bayithathe bayilethe embili. Lo phethe nje passport ayilese emotweni. Nangabe kude ke there goes the ticket. But if there's one who's carrying a passport, today, right here. I lay elcingo si checking nga the yellow ones to ibona ukuthi expire nini. Over ke. Going once. Bambu bahlala ba ready ema passports akhona ki December. Nasekaphelele abuyela ngembili sto the raffle draw of the passports and pick the winner. Ngicela ningisonzelele nawo. Nibohlala niphethe ama passport. Nabona nje Swatini nibohlala niphethe ama passport asimemeteli. Umphathi wami la who's also ready to fly you. Nguye lo lotawuphika i-passport ningatothi ngiyimile nginendele pass. And you know all these environmental what and all these greens, the views are nicer from the top. Only if you fly Eswatini Air. By the way, we fly to Durban, we fly to Johannesburg, we fly to Cape Town, and we fly to Harare, Zimbabwe. Ningalalela labanye ngako Eswatini Air is a beautiful, beautiful flight, a beautiful airline. We are growing, and yes, in leaps and bounds we will grow. We're committed to that. Challenges, yes, but we're an airline. We soar against the tides, headwinds, tailwinds. They propel us forward. We keep soaring, and we're ready to soar with you. So one lucky winner is going to walk away today with a return ticket to any of our destinations. Utatikhethela yena ukuthi uye Cape Town noma uya kuphi, just one. So sivele sibaphile baye eZimbabwe labanye.
Bekaflyela yiphi ndayijikisa nangasiya. RN 106 very good. Cha phana.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lucky winner here, Vele Ubea Kamba, nga Eswatini Air, and we love that. So sipha this ticket with a smile to Dlamini Tebegile Tikokile. Bekangayati ke pilot wami la so abakakayitalk ngoma uthi ngasi bebahlele etafuleni kude bekayati ukuthi sitayenda njani. So Mr. Begile utasibona lithikithi lethu alisilo leli kanje lolo ngitshela ukuthi yaphi bese ngiyakubukhela. So you'll come tell me when you want to fly and we'll take it from here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Stola ema passports and niwathathe shame lapha etafuleni lethu nje lapha ka Eswatini Air, please. Next time you will win, I promise. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This competition is proof. This competition is proof as to why it's a bad idea to listen to parents sometimes. Awuhambi nje ungadithi uyaphi. Awuhambi nje ubhakishile nawe intombatana again. Thank you very much, Eswatini Air. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been an amazing crowd. Thank you very much. In the same breath, from Eswatini Air, we have a flight ticket for our Lifetime Achievement Award winner. He'll be flying to Cape Town as well, of course. Okay, I have just been advised that there was I don't know, there was a paper that was going around on the floor, and apparently you people are fasting, so we will not be eating. It is alleged. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served. Our ushers are going to assist us. Dokala the high table. Bamlabatala bahambe bapagele. They're going to come back and sit down. We request that the nominees please do remain seated so that you receive your certification. If anything else is pending, we'll communicate. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been an awesome crowd. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening as we have dinner and network. Lishoni Lebegne.
We have 3 serving stations, and we're going to call out tables so that we don't create traffic at the dishing station. So the tables that will be accompanying His Excellency will be table 2 and table 4. And then we'll call another set of tables. Thank you.